Hey guys, what's going on? Waldo here. I was just bending down to pick up my quilt. Want to show you what I think is the best top quilt for the money and what I did to fix the number one complaint about this quilt. So which quilt am I talking about? I'm talking about the Massdrop Enlightened Enigma Revelation quilt. So the Enlightened Enigma Revelation quilt is a very popular quilt. USA made company. I believe it's in Washington. Don't really know. The quilts are about $280, I think, plus tax, plus shipping. That was not this quilt. This quilt was a quilt that was made in partnership with this American company. This was made with Massdrop, so they took this company's design and they have made it in China with their permission, so they're working together. This is $220. I've done some modifications to this. I've added more insulation, put my own loft in it. I've made this 20-degree quilt about a 0-degree quilt, and it was not too difficult. But there is a number one complaint about this quilt, and that is this footbox area. So if you see here, this footbox, we've got these drawstrings, and this closes up like this with these drawstrings. And the number one complaint is that people say, I just can't get this tight. No matter what I do, I just can't cinch this down. And I always have to resort to stuffing a sock in there or something. That's what they say. I found a solution. Like with any of my gear, I've taken the tags off. I've pulled off a couple of fasteners that I just didn't need just because I know how I'm going to use it. I know what I'm going to be using it for. And one of the things that I did, and so let me show you this. I just need to unzip this one moment. So one of the things that I did, now this is how it comes. This is a snap. The snap will snap into this side and then you zip it up. Or we zip it down going this way from the foot closer to the head. But I found these were too long. I really didn't need the extra weight, so I cut off about 5 to 7 inches off of each side. And I realized I had known that the cinching was a little bit of a problem here. And there's two different things. We have this cord and we have this snap. And I said, okay, well, here, let me try something. Let me just untie this. And this is how it came. I'm just kind of redoing this. We're gonna take off the little squeeze tab thing, and let's just see how this works. Let's thread this line through this snap. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's put our little squeeze clasp back on, and then let's tie this again. And I like doing a figure 8, so instead of going through, let's do an extra twist. Make this a little pretty figure 8. Bam. Just infinity, right? I don't know. It's a better stop knot. Let me loosen this. We don't have to have that extra tail. The tail is the extra part that's there. I don't really need that much extra tail. You like to have some, but not too much. And since I'm going ultralight, I am pushing the limit, right? So we're even minimalizing the tails. So there we go. Figure 8, shot cord, gone through the snap there. Now, one thing you need to know, one thing you need to understand is that it's just a little bit, sometimes this gets, you see how that's kind of bunched up there? You just have to loosen this up a little and just push this out just to get this unbunched. You just unbunch that here, you just snap it. Kapow. And now, since both of those strings, let me do this right here, since both of those tightening strings for the foot box go directly through these straps here, kind of the buckle thing here. It makes it very easy to cinch up I'm having problems with the drawstrings here. With the cord locks, that's the name of them. You know, a very common name there, and it just... So what you see is that since the cord locks are on the outside, see, normally these cord locks would be underneath these straps here. It's kind of hard to see. Underneath these straps, it would be on the inside of that circle. We have this circle here. Kind of looks like a bum hole, guys. And then we have the snaps. And these cord locks would be on the inside of that. And so we just have these. Look, we have these on the outside. We can even make these a little bit tighter if we want to. Let's tighten these down as much as we can. And we have a completely closed off version here. The bum is closed. And if you have any questions, all you have to do is tuck a little bit of the material. Tuck a little bit of its own material, not with the down, just with the material. Just right up in that bum hole. And then pull it tight. And just cinch the bum hole down on that material. You can't really see. Did you see you got the bum and you got a little bit of the material coming out? That's all you got to do. Even if, if you do this mod, and I don't think even, you won't have to stuff anything into there. You'll be able to just get a nice, tight closure just because you reposition where these cord locks go through. And I believe that the Enlightened Enigma or Massdrop should already have these coming through the snap closures there. So already, here, let me just undo this so you can see it. I believe they need to have this cord going through that channel where the fast snap is from the factory. And that will stop a lot of these problems that people are talking about. The number one complaint, this little mod will stop it. Very simple. You don't have to change anything. You don't even have to cut off any distance. I know I said I cut off 6, 5, 7 inches. You don't have to. All you have to do is rethread that through there. Try that, see if it works. Hey, might not be for everybody. It worked for me. This is my pillow of fluff. As you see, this has more loft than any other 20-degree Enlightened Enigma quilt that you will see. Because I added like 6 or 7 ounces of down to it. Very simple, very easy. Anyways, guys, Waldo, I'm out. This is the quilt that I'm using. Spent $220 of it. Cut up my old sleeping bag. Stuffed it inside of it. It worked. Love it. I have nothing bad to say about this quilt. It is the quilt for sitting on the couch. Sitting on the couch, wrapping it around you, and just having a good time. So I can't wait to feel how comfortable this is. Sitting around the campfire, sitting in my hammock, playing with my dogs, just having a good time on the trail. Can't wait, guys. Waldo out. Peace. Happy trails, friends.